Hello, Cancerians. It's Alulu, and welcome to House Radio. But it's a video today because I was feeling like it. Okay. All right. So let's get into this coming week. The first card will be the theme or what is crowning you. What is the theme of this coming week? First step. The first step. All right. Focusing on the first step. Hydrangea. What do you have here for the beginning of the week for Cancerians? Laughter wanted to come out with some other cards. What do you have here for Cancers, please? Peer pressure. Oh, okay. All right. What is at the middle? What's in the middle of the week? Wise soul, azalea, primrose for the peer pressure. All right. What's at the end of the week for Cancerians, please? You are a spiritual teacher. All right. And what is the overview of what they will learn by going through this? Unity. Somebody else just had unity. Hibiscus. All right. So, what's crowning you, or what is the theme of the week, is taking the first step, breaking down the problem into tiny pieces, and it makes it easy for you to take the first step. All right. So, whatever it is that is going on, it's important for you to take baby steps, right? And it also may move into that peer pressure, but we'll see. We're going to take our time here today. So, what I'm getting from this is that even with the way that these flowers look at that, taking the necessary steps. One thing connects to the other, which makes a beautiful hydrangea flower. And if you know anything about hydrangeas, right? I tried to get some from Sprouts one time, and they don't live long because I don't know what I be doing wrong. Okay, that's a cut flower that I have not been able to maintain more than 3 days. All right, they be so pretty though. But to formulate the steps and be strategic about the steps that need to be taken, as you know, will consider be consistent with how you grow. All right, so let's see here. What do you have here for Cancerians with this first step? Second chakra, your sacral chakra. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex, and also saying no. So that may have something to do with that as well. Someone may be trying to get you to, do a little 1-2 bump uglies, okay? And you ain't ready for that yet. Not quite so, right? Don't allow anybody to rush you into anything, because you have to think about it. What is your out? Like, what are you getting from this? Just a moment of pleasure? You just trying to rub one out? What is this? What are you doing? What are you getting from this, right? So let's see. What is this first step that is the theme of the week for Cancerians, please? Two of Wands. What direction will you go? What door will you walk through? What will offer progress, or what will be more stagnant energy, right? Making the right choice and moving forward with that choice. And that's also got a lot of pink in it, but it's a burning desire for stability, security. Maybe this has something to do with your creative influxes as well. But this is like taking time out to really figure out the steps that will be taken if you go in a certain direction or do a certain thing. All right. That Four of Wands may have to do with a relationship or a person of interest, right? A partnership or whatever this is. But it's about bringing balance to this, spiritual balance as well as energetic balance, as well as practical balance, because she has on a green dress with a blue jacket. So it's like saying words to cover up how you really feel, or covering up your heart with affirmations, covering up your desires, or there's something about covering something up to feel more safe, more comfortable. So let's move into this peer pressure card. Okay. Death is there. Okay. So it says, don't let others coerce you into a decision. You know in your heart what the choice is. Don't you? All right. I know you do. Let me see, child. What is this peer pressure that Cancers are dealing with? The Seven of Cups. People trying to get you riled up. And that has been a recurring theme for some reason, okay? We do have the Mercury retrograde coming through, but there's a lot of things doing and happening with the planets, period. So we just go with our own personal design and flow. So there's a sea of possibilities, right? But there's a lot of muddy energy, muddy water, people muddying up your perception, muddying up your emotions, muddying up your ability to choose the direction that you personally need to go and what you need to do. Somebody playing with your feelings. Okay, so you need to be mindful of this. Okay, um, you may be having dreams in black and white at this time for some reason. Maybe you have a dream with water in it as well, and you can look up the meaning of water and everything else that your dream entails to pinpoint exactly what is being communicated to you, if anything at all. All right. Um, it's like you've been reaching for something or trying to see something clearly, but it's somebody or something is trying to make you do things in a certain type of way to mold you or shape you in a way that they want you to be what they want you to do. This is about your sovereignty. So it's very important that you hold on to your spiritual authority, hold on to who you are and how you are in this world when it comes to matters of the heart, which has a lot to do with your life purpose. What is the Seven of Cups and this peer pressure for Cancers, please? The Empress, maybe a mother, emotional manipulation. It may even be peer pressure about how to raise your children, what to do. Because a lot of times people want to tell you, oh, when your child this and that, kids are different. And if you got more than one child, you know exactly what I mean. Okay. They be totally different. And sometimes people want to give you advice about your children, about your parenting. And it's like they don't go home with you. They don't deal with this child. They didn't carry this child. You know this child better than, and you know this child better than they know themselves. So it's very important to remember that. But it may just be that when it comes to you standing in your sovereignty, there may be some type of people bleeding on you, crying on your shoulder, telling you all these things about how they need this help and that. One thing I've noticed about emotional manipulation and the ways that it comes, it's important to pay attention to the voice of the person that is talking to you. It's important to pay attention to the energy that you are picking up from the voice that is talking to you, because I have talked to people who tried their best to make it seem, this is over what I've observed in my life. I've talked to people who try their best to make it seem like something ain't what it is, or that they care so much and they have your best interests at heart. But you need to know what your heart got to say. You need to know how to read the room. You need to know what vibes you're picking up from certain people, okay? Because whatever this is, it's like you're not even looking in that direction. You're not paying attention to it. This is something that you blew off if you look at the way that she's looking at this. Right? She's looking in the other direction. Like, I'm not paying attention to that. I got other things going on. And you have to take charge of this situation because it's like overbearing at this point, right? Really letting somebody know that, you know what, let's not have this conversation today. I really can't afford to hear that right now. I really can't, like, however you can, compassionately tell them that today time, right now at the time. Okay, it's very important. Because someone may be suckling on your energy, suckling on your breast. Okay, it's like they want to be held. Like, this is the equivalent of, you know what? This is the equivalent of when your children are old enough to fend for themselves, when your children are old enough to make certain decisions, right? It can be the smallest of things. Oh, can you do this? Because I just can't do this without you, and this, that, and the other. You have to remember that also, because they have their own personalities, their own energy realm that they deal in, their own life path sometimes, you know what I mean? To really see things clearly about anybody that's trying to pressure you into doing something, pressure you into babying them, or whatever this is, right? Because kids are interesting adults, bitch. Even if they 2 years old, they be interesting adults. Okay, like that's a grown person in a little person's body. Let me figure this out. A lot of information will be coming to you at this time. The next one is wise soul. You are a wise soul. You carry a lot of ancient information. You need to embrace it because you got knowledge to help people around you. All right. So this is about, again, going into that space where you are communicating, protecting yourself when you are communicating, because sometimes when you communicate certain things, when people don't want to hear it, they lash out at you. When you communicate or you say things and do things in a certain type of way that has a lot to do with wisdom, applying the knowledge that you have, right, in the most beneficial way for everybody. Sometimes people who that rubs them the wrong way can begin to, take things personal, and it's not even personal, right? So be mindful of that, because you are in a space where it's time for you to help people around you. You're very wise. Four of Pentacles, guard yourself, create boundaries, right? Be mindful of your spending as well. Some of you may be accountants, but be mindful of your spending. I also get here with this tree on the side of this person, that you have stepped outside of the generational patterning of your family, of your lineage when it comes to certain things, how you refrain or have some type of constraints when it comes to finances, your body, the way that you live overall. This has to do with your everyday activities, and you are very guarded. So you're like, people may be reaching out to you from the past. Of course, we got Mercury in retrograde, but people may be reaching out to you from the past. There may be things that come up from the past, but this is about being very disciplined with the way that you do everything, being very focused with the way that you do everything, knowing what you have to offer, what you don't have to offer, right? Being in a space where you are willing to give, but you also have a number of general principles that you follow when it comes to giving or something like that. All right. What do you have here for Cancers? Oh, the Hermit. That's that guidance. That's that information. You are a guide for other people. You are someone that people look up to, people come to consult with. This is something about your services are needed. And you may have to, make your plan plain and simple, very practical, but also there may need to be some readjustments here with this card as well. Something that you will be reading, researching, or going back to school for is some studying, a gathering phase that you are going into, because it's moving into this. You are a spiritual teacher, and it says that you share your wisdom with others. You were born to teach. You were born to teach. All right. So this is clear as day. This is a purple flower. It's a crocus. The crocus here is saying that you are born to teach. You know this. You have this innate wisdom, this innate thing about you, something that a lot of people are taught, but you just know. A lot of people have studied, but you just know. Okay, whatever. Because spiritual teachers are like that. Okay. What is this crocus flower channel for the Cancerians? The Prince of Cups. You're seeing it for exactly for what it is. Focusing at the task at hand, being very present and in the moment when it comes to your desires, your love energy, um, what you are putting out, right? Something as plain as day. You are falling in love with your work. You are falling in love with the things that you have been receiving as far as intuitively here. You're falling in love with it, right? I feel like I see somebody at a podium. Maybe you're doing speaking engagements or what have you. Um, very, very focused person. There may be somebody, you may have someone here that may be a protege or someone who really looks up to you and admires the work that you do, but they are trying to figure out how you do what you do. So you have to be very mindful of that, because there's a difference between someone wanting to learn from you and someone wanting to get to the bottom of who you are, so that they can try and take your place or something like that. Because the way that this fish is looking, that one, the way that fish is looking up at this person, right? Everybody else is taking the information and going off with it, right? You are so focused and you are observant of what is the task at hand. And it's like there may be someone here who looks up to you, but they may have an inflated ego. All right, let me see, y'all. What is this Prince of Cups? The Wheel of Fortune, destiny. You are destined. This is fate. You are destined to be a spiritual teacher. You were born to teach whatever it is that you are teaching, healing methodologies, whatever it is. You were born to do this. All right. You may have a interesting birthmark, and it may be in your face. What is this Wheel of Fortune and this Prince of Cups? Ace of Cups. An offer coming in. All right. The universe is projecting something to you that is going to release you of your burden. They go to universe and the burdens. Boom. The universe is projecting you into the future. All you got to do is go with the ebb and flow, and everything is going to work out perfectly fine, honey. I'm here to tell you what I told you. All right. What do you have here for Cancerians, please? Strength. You got what it takes. All you got to do is take self-tolerable control. All you have to do is reach for the stars and know that they will be drawn. Your alignment will be drawn closer to you. You will feel more aligned. You will also feel more. This is like, Once your cup is filled, things are going to begin. There's an overflow of abundance, an overflow of love, an overflow of acceptance here. Strong feelings, strong desires. What is this unity? You're spiritually connected to everyone through God. Use this sacred bond to heal your family, friends, and yourself. This has a lot to do with you being a spiritual teacher and being the model of your practices here. This is sacral energy as well, but this is connecting to the angelic realms. This is connecting to higher, superior spirits and energies. This is a raise in your frequency. This is unity. All right. You've integrated all of this beautiful energy, and it's showing. It's showing. It's showing. All right. Let me see, y'all. What is this hibiscus talking about? This is standing out. See that? That's standing out. Standing out. The Six of Swords, clarity. Moving on, reaching for the next thing, the next idea, the next strategic step in your process. All right. And it's coming out of orange clouds. All right. The heartache that you went through, the pain that you went through is a story to tell. Okay. Master your story and make it your glory. Connect to your glory. Because with the Six of Swords, this is a transition of sorts, right? This is you connecting even more so with your soul tribe, the people that you come here to teach and also collaborate with. What is this Six of Swords? The night. Somebody is moving at night or making some type of transition at night. This may be somebody you know or you don't know. Somebody is, whoever that was that you cut off. That's what that is. Look at that. This person, whoever that was that you cut off in the before all this other stuff started to unravel. Whoever that is that you cut off, you are so focused and so you're gonna feel something or hear something at night about this person. Maybe you hear it the next day about something that happened the night before with this person, because they may be drowning in depression and they really may need some psychological therapy, some type of help, some type of counseling. They've been crying their eyes out. So the thing about this is, you can help them only so far, and it's important to remember that you are connected to your birthright. And I get that from this. Up there in that tree, she got on a red scarf, and she's focused on the plans of the next day, but relaxing in that space and being in a space. Maybe you stargaze. Let me see. What do you have here for Cancers, please? Thank you. Five of Cups. Let that hurt go and what? Okay, then. So there's some type of change of feelings, and it's going to happen fast. You are having a change of heart, a change of feelings here. This is transformative energy. This is something that is going to really will you forward. This is something that is going to propel you forward. What it is that this person outside of you has gone through and how you handle the situation is going to make things very clear to you on how to handle certain situations similar in the future. All right. Our experiences and observations have a lot to do with how we grow and continue to be the teachers that we are. Right. So just be mindful of that. I also feel like there's someone, again, there's a lot of air energy. So be mindful of what you allow into here, okay? Into here, the air that you breathe, the air that you inhale and exhale, because there's a lot of blue here, right? This is sitting by the water and resolving the issues of the past and figuring out what it is that you want to do and how you want to do it, having a change of heart, right? Just a change in the way that you observe pain, hurt, anguish, whatever. Blue clouds. So that's air. So then, maybe you hear some music or something like that that triggers something in you and you start writing. Okay. I really like it. Okay. Give me some of that. All right. All right. This message is brought to you by 50 Cent, my favorite Cancerian of this month. Okay. That's my favorite Cancerian of this month. 50 Cent. All right. Okay. So bye.